so are we to start this season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Right side, it's Barres. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Got it. Made a defender miss. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The big fullback's got it. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse.
Found the seam on the left. The tag. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Give to the big fullback. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason bowls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Or maybe a double pass. Complete. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Rodgers. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. From the gun. Look out! Gets rid of it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First and goal for the offense. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That is just an inexcusable offensive penalty. A delay of game in this situation makes the 3rd and goal that much tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Got an alley. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a crease. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They put the brakes on it.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On the move. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Follows his blocks. It's Morrow.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for a crease to the left. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They believe in a large 4-down territory, and they go for it on 4th and short from the 47. Needs it. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Wants to throw. It's Flanagan. Out wide right, it's Barres. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Snapped on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Oh, a double pass. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Irish use their third and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Trying to get started. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's some daylight. Turning it on! He's up to 86 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Scanning the field, it's Flanagan. Right side, it's Walton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of this drive. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hand it to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. looking to throw. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash, a 59-yard try coming. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. He almost went end-to-end with that one, out of bounds finally at the 44. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Longhorns with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the defense gives up the first down, and oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Can't get him to the ground. At the 45, on his way. Lowers those pads. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Makes the catch, it's Miller. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. The tap. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Irish.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Nine-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field, but a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. And give him the ball, reward the big fella.
the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes a handoff. It's Rodgers. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking for running room. He's past the sticks. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Working the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The corners are walked up tight. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Slots it away.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
He now has 111 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Burrowing for yardage. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Looking for the marker. Stuffed, stopped, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a 4th down stop. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Penalties like that will just drive you nuts and ruin drives. Here comes 2nd and 14. Send the tight end in motion. 2nd down to the air. Complete. Steamrolls his way ahead. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Punt is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Trying to establish the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Makes the grab on the left. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to throw it. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Wingo. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to pass. Quick catch. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Sets his feet. It's Flanagan. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations. You're